Hi, Mommy. Do you have a forceful or overactive letdown and oversupply? Just like a mom who has a low milk supply, she needs to learn how to increase it and maintain that supply. For a mom with a forceful letdown and oversupply, she needs to learn how to control it and maintain that supply. Today we're going to go over some of the symptoms to identify a forceful letdown and oversupply. Let's go.
Hi, Mommy. My name is Mary Cahill, and I'm a certified lactation counselor. I use correct and easy to understand information to help mommies like you to be confident and successful in their breastfeeding journey.
You may be here because you believe that you have a forceful letdown and oversupply, or maybe a lactation counselor suggested that you might. Moms ask me, can I have one without the other? And the answer is no. If you have a forceful letdown, you'll also have an oversupply, but it doesn't necessarily look like that. A lot of moms don't respond well to a pump, but when baby's latched on, there's extra milk going into baby and it's like eating off of a fire hose. So if you're not sure, stick with me because I'll go through and explain some of those things. If you have this condition, you'll have it with every baby. Some moms don't realize that they have it until they're having their second and third baby, and then they realize when they look back, they could see some of the signs and symptoms in previous babies. Every baby will handle it totally differently. Some babies may hardly even notice it, and others will have a very difficult time. If your baby is less than 6 weeks old, you don't want to do anything to reduce or control your forceful letdown. Most moms have a forceful letdown in the first few weeks, but if you still see it after about 4 to 6 weeks, then you might have the condition of forceful letdown and oversupply. In those first few weeks, we just want to help baby to be able to handle the force. After about 4 or 6 weeks, then there's some things you can start to do to control it. I'll go through a list of common signs that you might see and why you might see them in a mom with a forceful letdown. Keep in mind that you won't see all of these, but if you see 3 or more, then it's a possibility that you have this condition. When mom has a forceful letdown and oversupply, she makes more foremilk. When you make a larger amount of milk, baby can never get down through the foremilk and get to the hindmilk, which is fattier. Foremilk has more lactose in it also. The condition is a two-part problem. One part is how fast the milk goes into baby, and the second part is that extra foremilk that has lower fat and more lactose in it. Baby may not have a lactose issue at all, but when you have such a large amount of lactose, it will upset and irritate anyone's digestive system. So even if mom were to become an exclusive pumper, this can still be a problem. You might see some of these signs if baby has a lip or tongue tie, so you want to be sure to have baby evaluated for that. Here's some of the signs that you might see in baby if mom has a forceful letdown. Baby may choke or guzzle while they're eating. Make a strange clicking sound while at the breast. Have lots of bad gas. Green or goopy poop. Extra explosive diapers. Low or high weight gain. Low is most common. Pops off the breast. Bites down on the nipple. Cries often at the breast. Always seems hungry. Baby may have been diagnosed with reflux or a dairy sensitivity. When mom makes too much milk, baby can never get through the foremilk, which is a little bit less fat in it, and get down to the hindmilk, which is higher in fat. So baby is trying to eat all of the time to get enough fat, and that makes baby seem like they're extra hungry all the time. It also has more lactose. It doesn't mean that baby has a lactose sensitivity, but when anyone eats a large amount of lactose, it can irritate the digestive tract. Here's some signs that you may see in mom if she has a forceful letdown and oversupply, but keep in mind she might not see all of these. She may be engorged often, prone to clogged ducts. Her milk may spray out. She may be able to pump a large amount. Some moms don't respond well to a pump, so they may not be able to pump out a large amount. Some moms, their milk doesn't spray out, but when baby's latched at the breast, lots comes out. Some moms are told that if they're larger breasted, they're more apt to have this condition, but that's not true. Also, moms are told that if they don't feel they're let down, then they can't have this condition, but that's not true either. Some moms can have a very painful letdown and some cannot feel they're let down at all, and it has nothing to do with your milk supply. Some moms leak a lot, but even some moms with a forceful letdown might not leak at all. Sometimes moms try to pump before baby eats to remove some foremilk so baby gets more of that hind milk. And that's a good idea in theory, but it really doesn't work. When mom pumps that extra milk, she ends up just making more milk and just making the problem worse. Some moms go to being an exclusive pumper so that baby won't have this issue. And sometimes the cases are so extreme that they do need to do that. But again, like I said, it's a two-part problem, and one part is the large amount of lactose because of the large amount of milk. So if mom's still removing this huge amount of milk, she's still going to have the problem, and baby will have all of those symptoms also, even though baby's not eating right from the breast. Do you believe that you have a forceful letdown and oversupply? Let me know in the comments, what signs are you seeing? If you do have this condition, you'll want to watch my video on how to control my forceful letdown and oversupply. This is a condition that I see a lot of wrong information on. If you don't understand it, it can be made worse. Find a lactation counselor that's familiar with a forceful letdown and oversupply, and have her confirm that you do have the condition and to work with you on how to control it. Also, be sure that your doctor's on board so you have a game plan for how you're going to feed your baby. Other moms may say that I wish I had your condition, but that's because they don't understand that it can be just as difficult as a low milk supply. I know that it can be frustrating, but I want to help you to understand it, to be able to control your supply, and to be able to be confident in the way you feed your baby. You got this, Mommy.